Wait, what? I don't believe that. Should I do another one? Yeah. Oh my god.
Fast colors and promises. How to be brave. How can I love when I'm afraid?
Hey guys, so I'm at my husband and I's new home. It is currently getting renovated. I'm like shaking right now because I'm trying to talk quiet. I thought he was coming. I'm trying to talk quiet because I don't want him to hear me, which I don't think he will because he's in the garage because we're about to paint. But I'm gonna tell him that I'm pregnant. I'm literally shaking right now. Don't mind my skin, it's really dry right now, but I'm gonna set the camera up and then call him in here and because it's go time. I'm so excited, but I'm also so freaking nervous. My heart is beating so fast, but let's do this.
What is that? No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'll be 4 weeks on Monday.
No!
No!
Oh my god, let look in there. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Did you? Yeah. You'll be big brother!
Ow.
What do you mean?
Mama! You're gonna be a big brother! Yeah, you're gonna be a big brother. Oh damn.
Hey guys, so if you can't tell by the title of this vlog, I am pregnant, which is so crazy to say. I'm actually 4 weeks. Well, I was 4 weeks yesterday. And I feel like I have, well, I obviously don't have a bump. I believe the baby is the size of a chia seed, but I am very bloated. It does not look cute at all. Like I feel honestly so fat right now. But yeah, so there's a little baby growing in there. It just feels so crazy. It still has not hit me that I am pregnant. And y'all, I literally have taken, I think this is like my 7th pregnancy test I've taken because I've been so in denial. And a little backstory, which you guys did see in the beginning of this video, I actually found out on Saturday. It was Saturday I'm trying to think, I'm so bad with my dates, the 21st. And I was actually with my best friend Janelle and my twin sister Sabrina. It was such a special moment. And even honestly thinking about it, I feel like I'm gonna start crying. Thinking about it, I did not want to cry in this vlog, but I feel like my hormones are so crazy right now. But thinking about it, it just makes me like really emotional because it was just such a special moment. And like we were playing worship music and just hanging out, cooking breakfast, like a perfect fall morning with like, the 2 people I care about the most. And we had bought a pregnancy test, like the early ones that like that detect early. I think it was like 5 or 6 days early. It was the clear blue, which is this one that I'm holding. We went to the store. We went to Target the night before, and they knew that my husband and I, Kenny, had started trying. So I thought, let's just go ahead and get one. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. I've already tested right before I left on the like the pre-mom pregnancy, the little strips, and it said negative. But I was like, whatever, we'll go ahead and just do it. And I wasn't even gonna film anything. Like I wasn't gonna film it at all. And my friend Chanel was like, no, like you never know, just film it. And if it was positive and you didn't film it, I know you'd be upset. So I was like, okay. That's why I was like laughing, just very in denial. And then it said positive, and I was so shocked, you guys. I truly just couldn't even believe what I was reading. So I obviously took another one with different P, still said positive, and then kept taking them like days later. And here we are. Took one this morning, still positive. So yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all of this. And it's just so crazy because my husband and I, we started trying for a baby well, I guess a few weeks ago, and it was our first time ever trying, so we did not think that we were going to get pregnant this fast. I had no idea, and I know like my mom had always said our family is very fertile, but you know, just with today's day and age and it being hard for people to get pregnant, which I cannot even imagine, and my heart and my prayers go out to every single person. I do have a couple people in my life who have been trying for a while, and I just felt really guilty whenever I saw that positive pregnancy, like saying I was pregnant. Just so much emotion going through my head, and I'm so blessed and so thankful that we were able to get pregnant our first time of trying. Like, I thank Jesus every single day for that. But yeah, so it's just so crazy to think about. I went ahead and scheduled my 8-week appointment yesterday. So my first OB appointment is October 21st. So yeah, just trying to wrap my head all around this. And yesterday I definitely started crying a little bit because my twin sister, she actually had a miscarriage with her first pregnancy. Now she has a beautiful baby girl. She's about 6.5 months now. So I definitely do have that fear in the back of my head, and I watched so many videos of it. I honestly need to get off of TikTok. I need to get off of TikTok because it is bringing so much fear in my eyes. And I know it's so common though, and I do love that people talk about it because I feel like it was never talked about like many years ago. And I'm documenting this, whether I do have, which I pray to God my pregnancy is healthy and I am able to take my baby full term, first try, and no complications. And I pray that every single day. But if for some reason, you know, we're still early, for some reason something did happen and I did miscarry, I just want to be able to document this to share for other people as well as for myself. And I just have been so fearful, like anytime I feel something like come out of me, because I've been discharging a lot. Sorry, that's very TMI, but I know that's, my sister discharged a lot when she was pregnant, and I naturally a heavy discharger. So anytime I feel something, I'll run to the bathroom just thinking like, is it blood? And thankfully it hasn't been, but I've only been pregnant, like knowingly been pregnant for like 4 days now. So I definitely do have that worry in the back of my head, but I'm not trying to live with worry because I just know living in fear is me not trusting God, and I'm giving it all to God. I'm trusting in Him and knowing it's all going to be okay, and His plan, His timing is perfect, and just trying to remain faithful, remain strong, and just trusting in the process. So that is where we're at, and I thought I would go ahead and make a first trimester vlog. I'm definitely going to take like different clips of my first appointment, how I'm feeling, all of that. And the symptoms that I have right now, I don't really have a lot of symptoms. I just feel like my body is definitely changing. Like my breasts look like they're starting to change a little bit, but they're not tender or anything. But you guys, my hormones, like my emotions, I get overstimulated so quick. And that was one of the first signs of, now looking back, like, wow, I was pregnant before I even took a pregnancy test, because I was just, any little thing overstimulated me, like walking, because I walk my dog every single morning, and when I would hear someone bark or there was like a lot of people walking their dogs, I just like started stressing out, and it started like getting like minor panic attacks, and any little thing like loud noises, it just would really stimulate me and I would like freak out. So that, and then also I've had to pee so much. Like I actually have to pee right now. That's why I'm crossing my legs. And I just went pee before I started filming this. My bladder has been, and I've been drinking a lot more water, of course, but I feel like my water intake hasn't changed. I always drink a lot of water, but man, let me tell you, I have to pee all the time. So yeah, that's pretty much all the symptoms I've had at the moment. I'm sure it will change. Also, one more thing. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time since I found out I was pregnant, and y'all, I'm not even joking. I was on the stair climber for 5 minutes and I could barely breathe. I was like dying. I was so exhausted. And I know my twin sister said her first trimester, she was so exhausted, so tired. So yeah, that's the only workout I've done since I found out. I'm actually going to Hot Works tonight, which I know you're not supposed to work out when you're pregnant, like in a sauna, but I'm actually going when no one's going to be there. So I'm going to open up all the doors before I go in, turn the sauna down to the, I think it's like 70 degrees, like the lowest it can go, and let it cool down. And then I'm going to do 1 or 2 cycle classes, and then I'm going to finish with an upper body workout in the little workout area. So just different things I'm trying to get used to. Unfortunately, I can't do Hot Works anymore, like a hot sauna. I can't go to hot Pilates. I can't, like turkey meat, I'm actually about to make me lunch and I have to heat up the turkey meat. It's just like little things I'm learning. Thankfully, my best friend Janelle and my twin sister Sabrina, which you guys did see in the first clip, they both have babies, so I'm able to like piggyback off of them. And I know so much because I have a lot of friends who have kids now, which is great for me. But yeah, it's so funny because I'm actually vlogging right now for like a few days of my life of telling you guys that my husband and I bought a house, which is so funny if you're like, if you've watched that video and you're watching this, because I'm trying to hide everything, of course, because I'm saving everything for this vlog. So it's just been so funny. And if, I don't know if anyone has been able to catch on, but you probably can't because I have not given any signs whatsoever, but it's just so funny. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here, start out this vlog, which will be taking you through my whole first trimester. I'm also excited to look back on this one day just to like see where I was at, especially the fear, you know, if everything does go well, which hopefully it does, like looking back and like me looking back at like myself, being like, you had nothing to worry about. And gosh, it just makes me emotional thinking about. But I need to stop talking or I'm gonna just start bawling my eyes out. Man, my emotions and hormones are so crazy. But I'm excited to take you guys along this journey. If you are pregnant, or trying for a baby, or are a mom, I definitely hope that you guys stick around, and definitely let me know if you have any questions after you're done watching this video. But I'm super excited for this journey and just really for this next phase of life. So I'm excited to take you guys with me as well. Hey guys, so I am actually 7 weeks, not today, I was 7 weeks on Monday and it is Thursday right now. My belly is definitely feeling big. It's more of the bloat than anything. I swear I look like I'm 20 weeks pregnant right now. I wanted to hop on here and give my little pregnancy update, and I actually meant to take footage of what I looked like at 6 weeks, which really isn't that big of a difference. But to be honest, I just was not feeling like getting the camera out and talking. So the last clip you guys saw was me, I believe I was 5 weeks. I think, yeah, I was 5 weeks because I just like found out a couple days before. So I am 7 weeks now, so it has been almost a month. Actually, Saturday will be a month since I found out I was pregnant, which is so crazy how fast time goes. And my camera's about to die, so I will put a new battery in and come right back. Okay, I just put a new battery in. Also, I wanted to bring up my face, and I'm being very vulnerable. I could never say that word. Vulnerable. Why is that so hard to say? Vulnerable. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. About my skin, because I've been pretty self-conscious, and I know I'm breaking out because of my hormones and the pregnancy, but this was so worse. Like, this is actually good right now, and like this side of my face had been breaking out. But this started last Friday, and which this is a big no-no, but I just could not help myself. Every time I saw white pus, and I even wore the pimple patches, and it helped, but then it didn't get everything out, so I would like squeeze the crap out of my face, and then it would just get inflamed, and that's why I feel like it hasn't gone away. And now, thankfully, there's not really an active pimple. It's just more of like the scarring, and it's still pretty crusty and dry. So yeah, that's been kind of a negative side of my pregnancy, is getting like hormonal acne, which I've always gotten acne growing up, but it definitely has slowed down a little bit, especially as I've been getting older. But I know with this pregnancy, that's been one of my symptoms, is acne. And I did want to bring up to you guys my 7 week symptoms, or just what I've been experiencing up until like 7 weeks. And I actually will be, of course, 8 weeks on Monday. And we do have our first OB appointment, which I'm so excited about. I'm also very nervous, which I know I already spoke with you guys about this a little bit in the last clip, but I definitely have been a little on edge just with, you know, miscarriages and things happening, there not being a heartbeat, all of that. Hold on one second. I'm like, swear I keep getting hot flashes, and I need to turn the fan on. I'll be right back. So what I was saying was, it definitely has been nerve-wracking and a little on edge and stressful, just kind of being in the unknown before an 8 week appointment, because I've been praying every day over my belly, just trusting in the Lord, knowing it's all gonna work out. And you know, whenever I stress out, that's me not trusting in God. So I really have just tried to have peace through it all, which it really has helped me, just like shifting my perspective. But if you are pregnant, if you've been pregnant, expecting, you more than likely understand what I'm going through. So it has been a little bit hard mentally with that, but I really am trying to stay positive and knowing it's all gonna be okay. So I have been praying that there is a heartbeat on Monday, and it is a strong heartbeat, and you guys will know either way. I am going to document it. I'm gonna try to get as many clips as I can in the OB office, but once again, I've never been do an OB clinic or I've ever like filmed in one. So I'm not sure if I'm able to pull out my camera. I feel like I will be able to though, like if they're doing the sonogram. TBD on that, but I'm gonna try to get as many clips as possible. I think I'm also gonna film a TikTok video. So we'll just see how it plays out, but just wanna give you all a little update, and I'm gonna show you guys my little bump. Just be aware it is a lot of bloating, but I feel like I'm getting a little bump. So this is my stomach. I don't even know if you can tell on camera. I feel big. Like this, I literally feel so huge right now. I feel so fat. But I know a lot of it is bloating. This actually isn't even bad. Usually towards the end of the night, my stomach is a lot bigger. But it's also has been pretty hard to like breathe and walk, or get out of breath pretty quick. But yeah, so this is the belly right now. I just feel so like flubby, which I don't even know if that's the right word. But I don't know. I have felt a little self-conscious lately, but I just know my body is growing human, which is so beautiful, and it makes me so happy and so thankful to think about. But I just know the whole like, my body changing and stuff is gonna get to me, but I'm gonna try to let it not get to me too much. I wanted to share with you guys my symptoms and what I have been feeling like at 7 weeks. So I think whenever I think it was like the first week of my pregnancy, I for sure started noticing my taste had changed. So my husband and I get this chicken salad dip from Sprouts, and I've got some from Trader Joe's before. It's so good. But whenever I had tried it the first time after I had known I was pregnant, it tasted sour, and I thought it was old, and so I almost threw it in the trash. And I asked my husband, I was like, can you try this? I was like, I don't know if it's expired. It's like, I just bought it, so maybe I just grabbed like a bad like batch of it from the store. So he tried it and he said it tastes the exact same. And I was like, what? So I tried it the next day. I was like, maybe it's just like something's just weird. And then it tasted so sour, like moldy. And I was like, what is happening? And I realized apparently like symptoms, which I had no idea of pregnancy, is like your taste buds changing. So that was very weird. And then I noticed my smells, like I'm pretty sensitive to certain smells, especially like fish and meat, which I've been able to eat ground beef. Steak though, I tried eating steak probably the first week into me knowing I was pregnant. Steak has been very sensitive to me. Just thinking about it right now actually makes me want to throw up. So it's just been like light symptoms like that. My breasts are pretty tender. It kind of goes in and out. Like sometimes they hurt. Like in the mornings they're pretty tender, like even just to the touch. But right now they're fine. Like they're a little sore, but not bad like they are in the morning. Then of course bloating. I have been cramping a little bit. My cramping was pretty heavy. It never hurt really bad, but it just was more consistent about a week ago, and then now it's like slowly easing up. I do cramp every like few hours during the day, but it's pretty light. It's not anything bad. I haven't had any spotting. Actually, that's a lie. I did have some light like brownish spotting for a couple days, which I was a little worried whenever I saw it. But I know it's pretty common, and my twin sister and my best friend Janelle both have had kids, and they both experienced that as well. And then it went away, and I haven't experienced any spotting like that since. So I think that is pretty much all the symptoms that I've had so far. Oh, of course, I don't know how I forgot this. My energy, y'all. It is so crazy how tired I've been. And I'm not saying I didn't think I would get tired, but I don't know, I just didn't think it would happen to me, to be honest, or to the extent that it has. But when I tell you guys, I am just so exhausted. Like I could actually fall asleep right now. Like the other night I slept 10 hours, you guys, literally 10 hours. And I had to take a nap on my lunch break, and I never take naps. I don't even know the last time I've taken a nap, which is like years ago. I'm just not a napper. I can't nap. And after 10 hours of sleep, I had to take a nap on my lunch break. And I was like, this is so crazy. And working out has been pretty hard. And if you guys have followed me for a while, especially on TikTok, you would know I love working out. I'm a very active person. I mentally, like, I'm very disciplined. I love going to the gym. It's just part of me. I just love working out. And I have been so not motivated. I still am trying to work out like 4 or 5 times a week. It's just been hard. Like I was supposed to work out this morning, and that just didn't happen. And my energy at the gym has been pretty low. And I can't, of course, take pre-workout. I think I can, and I actually got some stuff from GNC where it's like a non-stimulant pre-workout. And I tried it like one time, and I was like, I was kind of nervous, so I ended up not drinking it. And I'm just gonna wait till my OB appointment just to see if my OB has any like recommendations, or if I should just stay away from like pre-workouts, all of that, like from the get-go, like all together. Because I used to drink Alani News and Celsius, but I just have tried avoiding them since I knew I was pregnant. Just I don't think that's healthy to put on my body, just on a personal level. So yeah, it's been pretty rough, to say the least, just because I'm so used to working out and I love it so much. But I'm trying to stay as active as I can until I can't work out anymore, which is mentally going to be so hard for me. But I just want to be able to bounce back after having a baby, so I want to like keep my body going and keep my body as toned as I can be, even though I feel so fat right now. But anyways, that is pretty much it. I just want to let you guys know where we're at and what we've been going through. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I just wanted to give you guys a little 7-week update, and I will talk to you next week when I'm 8 weeks. We are officially 9 weeks today, and I'm actually at my first OB appointment. Also, sorry for the weird angle. There's a lot of people around, like walking around. So I didn't really want them to see my camera because it would be very awkward talking, but I want to go ahead and start my little 9-week recap right now. I'm actually really nervous right now. As I mentioned, this is our first OB appointment, which I thought it was last week. So I thought our appointment was supposed to be for 8 weeks, but I didn't realize they scheduled it for 9 weeks, which I don't understand how I got that mixed up because I had it on my calendar for last week. So I don't really know. My brain has really been scattered, but today's been very weird and hard to say the least. I definitely been very anxious, and I actually have to go soon. I got here 30 minutes early, but they want me there 15 minutes early, maybe to fill out paperwork. I'm not really sure, but so this is very TMI. I'm not sure if guys watch my YouTube videos, but if you are a male, this is very TMI. So if you just want to skip this part, definitely feel free. But I have been bleeding a little bit during my first trimester of pregnancy, which I know is pretty normal. And at first it was just like a brown color, and it was very minimal. I wasn't really worried. It kind of started happening a couple weeks ago. And then on Saturday, so it's Monday right now, on Saturday, I wear panty liners, and the whole thing was like filled with like red, more like period looking blood, even though it wasn't my period, of course, because I'm pregnant. So it made me a little nervous, and then it kind of, slowed down, and it wasn't as heavy. Like the next day I didn't really bleed at night, and then it's kind of going back to that like normal brown, like very, very light spotting. So it's made me a little bit nervous, just because I know with like heavier bleeding can result in miscarriages. But I haven't had like actually haven't really had much cramping like I did like in my first few weeks of me knowing I was pregnant, but I haven't had any cramping, haven't had any clotting. So I don't think anything's wrong, but we will find out at this appointment, and I'll definitely update you guys when I get back to my car, probably whenever I get home. Actually, I don't know when I'm gonna update you guys, depending on how the appointment goes. I'll definitely let you guys know either way. I just don't know when, but I'm just staying positive. I prayed so much. I have a lot of people praying for my husband and I. He's actually should be here or heading here soon. This lady is also coming in her car, and she's staring at me, which is so awkward, but it's fine. She probably thinks I'm talking to someone on the phone because you can't see my camera. Yeah, so it's been very emotional. I couldn't sleep last night. I think I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I could not sleep. I just had a lot going on, and unfortunately, we received some news last week. Nothing to do with the baby, of course, because we haven't had any appointments yet, but my husband's best friend's dad passed away unexpectedly, and his funeral is actually this Friday. So it's just been very hard mentally. We moved into our house last Thursday, and our house, which you guys, if you've seen my moving vlog, you know exactly the state that our house is in, and it still looks like that right now as I'm filming this on, what is the date? It's not March, oh my gosh, October 28th, which is so crazy. November is Friday. So like with our house, even though like I really have enjoyed being there, my husband and I have made like really good memories so far. It's crazy because we both really enjoy being in our house. We haven't even made it like our home yet. But on top of that, it's obviously not ideal, but we're making it work. And then my job has been very stressful, which my job is always up and down. So like on top of everything, and then what happened like over the weekend with like the blood, and I just have been going through a lot, and you know, I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trusting in God, and I'm very nervous. Like, I'm kind of shaking right now going into my appointment because I just like think of the worst. But you know, if something bad does happen, I'm just trying to remain positive, knowing like there's a reason something bad happened, and just trusting in God and knowing it's all going to be okay. So yeah, but I actually need to go in to my appointment. My husband's actually pulling up right now, so I'm gonna head out. I will keep you guys posted, and we'll go from there. So I completely forgot to vlog yesterday after our appointment. I was actually about to pull out my camera when I got back in my car after our appointment, but my twin sister started FaceTiming me, and then I talked to her and got very distracted. And then right when I got home, I was truly so behind with work. And then my dog had a vet appointment, and then like right after work, we went over to my in-laws and had dinner with them, and we're there until like 9 p.m. last night. So it ended up being a crazy half of the day, so I'm so sorry I didn't pick up the camera, but this is so crazy. I'm actually still so shocked right now. Baby is healthy. Heart rate was, or the heartbeat was very strong. I think it was 173 beats per minute, if I'm not wrong. But here's our little bean. It's kind of hard to tell. These are a little blurry. I'll show you guys one where it says a baby. Hopefully the camera, I don't know if it's focused right now. Hopefully, hopefully it is, but it's so crazy. Like, it was such a surreal moment, and I know whenever I talked to you guys in my car before I went in to our appointment, I was just getting a little teary-eyed because I was very anxious and had just like a lot of anxiety with, you know, the bleeding that had happened and everything. I was just really nervous going into it. You know, I prayed and just gave it all to God, trusting in Him and His plan and His purpose that He has for me and our baby, and just having comfort and peace knowing that everything's going to be okay. Just trusting in Him. So it really did help, but you know, I still just had some anxiety and was nervous, but it was just such a surreal moment hearing the heartbeat. They actually did a vaginal ultrasound, which I knew it was going to be one or the other, which I think I mentioned this to you guys a little bit earlier. And it was going to be one or the other because my twin sister had told me that those are two ways, but I don't know why. I just didn't think, I thought vaginal was more for like early, like 5 week, 6 week ultrasounds. I didn't know they would do that at 9 weeks, but I'm actually really glad they did because that gives you more of an accurate like measurement, heart rate, I think, like being able to see the baby. But it was just so crazy when she like put it up there, and immediately we saw the baby, and I was like, and I saw like immediately saw like the little flutter in the heart, and I was like, I just got this sense of relief in it. I thought I was gonna bawl my eyes out with my husband being there, and it was just such a surreal moment. We both were just almost just had a weight lifted off of our shoulders. It was just so amazing and so beautiful, and I'm just so blessed and so thankful that our baby's healthy. Doctor said baby's healthy, strong, or not strong, I think strong, but strong heartbeat, measuring great. The baby is actually measuring 8 weeks and 5 days, and yesterday was my 9-week appointment, because I was 9 weeks yesterday. So a little bit off, but they said we're still just gonna go by 9 weeks, and my due date is June 2nd as well, which I already knew that, because I was way ahead of myself, like on top of everything, because I knew exactly what, like the last day of my first period, so I knew exactly when my due date was, and they told me, and I was like, yep, already know. So I have that locked in my head, but I know I would actually be shocked if the baby's born on its due date. I was thinking it'll probably be born like before, maybe a week before or within that week, which a week before is actually my mom's birthday, so that would be crazy if our baby was born on my mom's birthday. And I made her triple check if they were twins because I am a twin, and my dad's a twin, and I think it actually runs on the guy's side though. I don't think there's any twins in my husband's family, but you never know, so she triple checked everywhere. there's just one baby, even though I would have been thankful either way, just for healthy babies, but only one in there. And yeah, it was just so crazy. Just, I can't even describe it. Like if you have had a baby, or like if you're pregnant right now, you probably understand what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, just wait. It is just such a crazy moment. And it's just so crazy because it's like I haven't, like it's in me. And like I just know whenever I hold our baby for the first time, I can't even imagine how it's gonna feel because I already have such a surreal like emotion with the baby that's in my stomach right now. It's so crazy. That little bean is in my belly right now. It's so crazy to think about. I don't know, but anyway, sorry I didn't update you guys yesterday, which not like it matters because you're getting this, all the information back to back anyways, when I edit my video, but yeah, so it is currently October 29th right now and it's 3:30. I've just been working all day, which work has been good. I've been very behind with my job just because life has been so crazy. And we actually have a funeral this Friday, so I have to take off work for that. Which of course I'm taking off work for it because the funeral is very important. It's just been a lot, but I'm just so thankful I truly have such like weight lifted off my shoulders. And I know it's still at the beginning. I know we're still early. I know things could still happen, but we're not gonna think like that. We're just gonna live every moment, live every day like we will not have a tomorrow, and just trying to find joy throughout this whole process and trying to keep the negative energy away. So our next appointment, so I could be wrong, but I swear she said this. I just got so much information from my OB, which she's amazing. She's the sweetest lady ever. I'm so excited that she is my OB. She's just so great and just very understanding and patient. I love her. But she was saying, I believe it's up to my 3rd trimester is whenever I go every 4 weeks, like once a month. And then once your 3rd trimester comes, no, sorry, not 3rd trimester, 3rd trimester, 30 weeks. I cannot remember what she said. But either one of those, and then you start going more frequently because I think they just have to monitor more. So my next appointment is November 27th, which I believe that is our 3-year wedding anniversary, which I should know this, you guys. The thing is, I always get it confused, the 27th or 28th. I think it is, because I think it's the 27th. So it'll be on our 3-year wedding anniversary. Just crazy. And so we'll go back. They're just going to do a heart rate, like just testing the heart rate or checking the heart rate again. And we're actually going to do the genetic testing that day and then the gender as well. So hopefully the genetic testing comes back good. Praying for that baby is healthy and no complications or anything like that. But anyway, so that's what I have going on. I just want to share with you guys the good news. I'm just full of so much emotion, and it's just so, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna cry just because I'm talking about it, but I'm just seriously so thankful and so blessed to be able to have a baby and be able to get pregnant, because I know there's so many people out there who are struggling or having, you know, a hard time getting pregnant, and I'm just seriously filled with so much gratitude, and I thank God every single day just for this season of life and just everything the Lord has blessed my husband and I with. And I know our life is not perfect by any means. We're literally living in a construction zone right now with our house. That has been a whirlwind, but at the end of the day, just looking at the bigger picture of everything the Lord has given us, and I'm just so grateful and thankful and blessed just to have what we have in life. And you know, so many people have so much more than we do. We have more than a lot of people do. I feel like a lot of Americans, just living in America, you have so much more than the entire rest of the world. And it's so crazy just to put that in perspective and think about it. But I'm just so thankful just to be in this season. And yeah, it just makes my heart so happy. And I wish I could feel like this every day, which I try to like give thanks to God and just think about all the things I'm thankful for and blessed for every single day. But I know life, which that's the enemy, I swear, getting in the way of taking the joy out of everything the Lord has blessed us with. But just always remembering just how thankful and grateful we are for everything we have, and like truly so beautiful. And it just makes me like want to even take care, which I was telling my twin sister this yesterday, like hearing the baby's heartbeat, and it just felt more real. Like I knew I was pregnant, of course. I've taken 15 pregnancy tests. They were all positive, and of course I haven't had my period for over 2 months, and my periods have always been very regular. So I know I'm obviously pregnant, but it was just it just felt more real, like knowing, like hearing the heartbeat and seeing our baby like in my belly, just that like, wow, this is actually happening. And it just makes me want to, like, not saying I've never treated my body bad, but it just makes me want to, like, my body's like a temple, and it makes me just want to take the best care I can of my body, knowing I'm creating a whole human and just a whole life who will one day have their own kids. It's just like you're starting creating a generation, and I just want our baby to be so healthy, and try to limit as many complications as we can. And I work out a ton, especially if you guys have followed me on TikTok. I love working out. I work out like 5 to 6 times a week. It definitely has been hard, I'm not gonna lie, in the first trimester to work out, but I still try to maintain working out like 5 times a week, and I've walked a ton. And since I had that bleeding, which, yes, that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. It is actually called, what is it called? The reason why I bled the other night, it's called a I think I'm saying this wrong, subchorionic hematoma. I definitely am not saying that sub part right, but it's where there is a little blood bubble or thing outside of or in the womb. I truly have no idea where this thing is, but I saw it. She saw it on the ultrasound, and like if you Google it, you could definitely like see what I'm talking about. But my OB was saying that's where, like, why I had blood, and that's why I was so nervous, because I didn't really know why I was bleeding, and it was quite a bit. I filled up, sorry, this is very TMI, and I think I'd already mentioned this, but I filled up almost a whole panty liner. It's just not normal for me. Like, I've not had that at all. And actually, it's since then gone away. Like, I haven't bled at all. I just have had that normal, like, dark brown spotting. But she said it'll just go away on its own. So I wanted to update you guys with that, because that's why I was so nervous going into my appointment. So, but I did want to show you my belly, and I just feel like I'm so bloated right now. But I'll show you guys what my belly looks like if I can stand up. So this is a lot of bloating. Here we are. Pull my shorts down a little bit. Whew, why am I out of breath from standing up? But here is little belly right now. It's so funny because some people are probably like, you barely have a bump, which of course it's not that big, and a lot of it is bloating. It's so hard, but for me, this is big. But yeah, so here we are bumping right now. It definitely is bigger towards the end of the day. The morning time I am still bloated, but right now we're just looking real large right now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed me talking for the past 15 minutes, but I will catch up with you guys here in the next couple of weeks.